Hey everyone, I'm Lauren McMillan. Welcome to day 5 of our 15-day Yoga for Athletes challenge. Today we're going to start lying on our bellies. So lower all the way down to your mat. Bring the big toes together, let your heels fall apart so that the legs are just relaxing. Stack one hand over the other so you're making a pillow, and let your forehead relax down on top of your hands. So you've made this little cave for yourself. And while you're here, soften the muscles in the forehead, relax the jaw, and tune in to your breath. Maybe you notice that in this position you can really hear your inhales and your exhales. So see if you can make them maybe a little bit louder and a little bit deeper. Maybe making your exhales a little bit longer. Now you may find on our bellies that it's a little more difficult to breathe since there is pressure on the belly. So maybe direct your breath to your back. With every inhale, you breathe into the back muscles, spreading the back ribs. And exhale, let everything soften. Take a few more rounds at your own pace, just like that. At the end of your next exhale, come up to your forearms and then place your hands under your shoulders. Bring the tops of your feet down to the mat so the feet are pressing into the floor. Draw the inner thighs close to one another. Roll the shoulders back. As you inhale, lift the heart a little bit, coming into a low cobra, so no need to come up high. Exhale, lower down. Take your gaze toward the floor. Again, inhale, lift your eyes, lift your heart. Elbows draw in. Exhale, lower down. One more like that. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Pick your hands off the floor this time. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, pull them back, drawing the elbows back, drawing the shoulder blades back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it back. Now you can keep the tops of your feet on the ground. If you want to go further though, lift your legs up, hug the inner thighs together. Reach forward, pull it back. 2 more. And back, make sure you're breathing. Reach forward and then come back. Reach the arms forward, either hold right here, you can release at any time, or start to swim for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make a pillow with your hands, rest one cheek, kick your heels in, and sway your legs from side to side. When you're ready, come back to center, lower your legs down, return your hands below your shoulders, press up to all fours, and then come onto your toes, making your way into a high plank. Heels are spiking toward the back of your mat, palms are spread wide, shoulders are over the wrists. Either hold right here or lift your right leg up, hinge forward onto the toes, hinge back, lower the right foot down, lift the left leg, hinge forward, breathe, hinge back, lower the toes. One more time each side, lift the right leg, hinge forward, hinge back, lower down. Lift the left leg, hinge forward, hinge back, lower down, drop the knees, sink your hips over your heels, come into child's pose. Take one more deep breath in. A full breath out. Come up to your hands and knees. Once you get there, tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into downward facing dog. If you'd like, you can pedal out your feet, bending through one knee and the other, opening up the calves. If you're pedaling your feet, make your way back to a still downward dog. Take an inhale, pick the right leg up. From here, bend your knee, start to open up your hip like you're making a scorpion tail with the top leg. Notice if your left shoulder is dropping down, keep it lifted. Straighten the legs, square the hips, lower the right foot down, and go to the other side. So pick the left leg up, bend your knee, start to open your hip. Straighten the legs, square the hips, lower the left foot down. Inhale, pick the right leg up, lift your gaze forward, bring your right foot between the hands, coming into a lunge. Hug the inner thighs together, keep the back knee lifted, and on an inhale, lift the torso, come up to a high crescent lunge. You're welcome to keep your arms overhead, but if you have any shoulder issues or if you get lightheaded there, bring your hands down to your hips. Back heel is lifted high. We're going to bend and extend the back leg, trying to keep everything else completely still. So bend into the back knee, straighten the leg, drive the heel back. And again, bend and extend. One more, bend, extend, hold here. If your arms are up, lower your right hand to your hip, reach the left arm up and lean over to the right. Come back up to center. Now lower your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Open the right arm, twist. Lower the right hand down. Step your right foot back to meet your left, downward dog. On your next inhale, pick the left leg up. Lift your gaze between your hands. Bring your foot forward, making your way into a high lunge on the left. Rise on an inhale once you feel steady. Again, keeping your arms overhead or maybe bringing them down to the hips. Wherever you are, start to bend into the right knee. Straighten the leg, press the heel back. Again, bend and extend. One more. Extend. Take the right arm up, lean over to the left. Come back to center. Take your right hand to the mat. Open the left arm, twist. Lower the left hand down, step back to downward dog. From here, walk your hands to the back of your mat so your hands find your feet. Come into a forward fold, putting a bend into the knees. From here, lift up about halfway. Take your feet out wide to the outer edges of your mat. Heels are in, toes are out, and then drop your hips down so that you're in a squat. And I'll turn so that you can see what I'm doing. If your heels do not come down, that is perfectly fine. You can keep your hands on the mat, maybe shift from side to side if that feels okay. Otherwise, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Press your palms together. Press your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows, and then lift your heart toward your thumbs. And breathe. When you're ready to release, lower the hands down. Carefully straighten the legs, and then come down into a comfortable seat. Hands come back together in front of the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. You've made it through day 5. Hope to see you tomorrow. Namaste.